This is Mark Summers, and I double dare you to listen to the 3CT podcast.
She's got to get a haircut next week. She hates getting a haircut. She can't let me trim her face.
She can't see.
Mark, look, yeah, she's a hairy beast, Mark.
She's covered in fur.
She's covered in a thick fur.
Oh my God! You scared the hell out of her, Mark.
See her jump, poor girl.
Oh my goodness!
That bitch is blind.
I feel bad for her.
Poor Kirby. I can yell and scream, and he doesn't care.
That's about right.
He's a good little boy. He likes to just sleep.
Well, that's good. That's good.
He's a good boy.
So, Ryan, we had talked about doing this with Mark.
We're putting him out to pasture.
Yep.
There it goes.
I had a good run.
You did a darn good job of it, Mark. We were proud to have you on. But we decided. I don't know even how we brought this topic up on Thursday. Something
You
came
brought
out. I don't
it
even know
up.
what it was. I brought it up.
I think we were just talking about
Notre Dame.
who Notre Dame
that's
played.
what it was.
Ooh,
Notre Dame.
Yes.
That's what it
Who
was.
is Notre Dame playing? And who did they play?
They played, Mark. It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, they already played the game, Mark.
They played the Dukes.
The Dukes of Earl.
The Dukes of Earl.
The Dukes of Earl.
Out on the pitch.
Out on the pitch.
Dukes of Earl.
So this year, they were making a bunch of videos about like these college football players' names. Some of them were a bit outrageous. I wanted to know if Mark could identify the real ones from the fake ones.
Yes.
So I just grabbed 10 at random. Maybe they're all real. Maybe I made them all up.
Ooh.
Is there one called Tim Heine by any chance?
No, there's not a Tim Heine. Are you ready, Mark, for the first name?
Okay.
You have to tell me if it's a real college football or if it's made up. Real
All right,
college
very
football
good.
player or made up.
Okay, Smoke.
Iced T. McGraw. Iced T. McGraw.
T. McGraw. I think that's real.
That is a fake name, Mark. That is not a real person's name.
Oh, my.
Iced T. McGraw. Come on.
You fool.
Full.
Made a big mistake. That's all right. I got 9 more to get right. You're going to eat them words.
Major Burns.
Major Burns.
Burns.
I went to school with Richard Burns.
I never know if
That's
he's
a real
kidding
name.
or being serious when he says
Major
this.
Burns is a real name. Is that what you said?
That Major Burns is a real name.
That's correct. That is a real name, Mark. He plays for LSU.
Richard Burns and I went to school together. They called him Dick.
That's true. That's true. Kool-Aid McKinstry. Kool-Aid McKinstry.
I hope that is fake.
Mark, that's a real name. He plays for Alabama.
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Old Kool-Aid.
Oh my God, I love it.
Now this
Is
last
it
name
hyphenated?
is hyphenated. Ty Royal Smoochie Wallace.
That's what your aunt used to do when she saw you. Give you a Smoochie
She
Wallace.
gave me the old Smoochie Wallace. Ty Royal Smoochie Wallace.
That is as real as the day is long.
That is a fake name, Mark. No, they put that on a skit from Key and Peele and everything. I stole it right from them.
Oh my
Mark,
goodness.
you've got
Smoochie
one right,
Wallace.
3 wrong. Here we go with
I ain't doing so good.
Tiger Shanks.
That's a real name if
Tiger
I ever heard
Shanks.
one. Tiger Shanks.
Real or fake?
Oh, that's as real as the day is long, Smokey.
That's true. He plays for UNLV. That's a real player.
I think I told 3 different people today to go get him, Tiger, at some point.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's your new thing.
I believe that.
Yeah, go get him, Tiger.
Harry Beagle. Harry Beagle.
That is fake as can be. Ain't nobody called her kid Harry.
That is correct. That is not a college football player. However, Jim and I went to school with a Harry Beagle.
You
We
went
did.
to school with a Harry Beagle.
We
We
did.
did.
Harry Beagle's a real person, but not in this game. The next name, Seymour Heiners. Seymour Heiners.
That was fake. I hope it is real, but I'm going to say it's fake.
That's a fake. That's correct. That's a fake name.
Seymour
Mark, you're on a roll now.
Just call me Butter Smoky.
In the same line of Heiner, what about General Booty?
That's real. I
That's a
used to
real
work at
player.
General Booty.
General Booty is real. He plays for Oklahoma. This next one is hyphenated. The last name is hyphenated. Javarius Jamar Javarison Lamar.
That's real. You can't.
That is a fake name. That is fake. Did you just get closer to the camera, Mark?
Is he?
Like in a horror movie, he's now closer to the camera.
Is he fucking with us?
He has to be.
He's messing with us big time.
That was also taken from Key and Peele.
Let's see, I'll try this one.
Just to bust poop farts. That scared
Just
the
to
dog.
poop
It did. Okay,
farts.
good.
And how about DeRealist Clark? DeRealist Clark.
Clark. That is real. The realist.
That is a real name. That's correct. Mark, you got 5 out of 10. You've got an F. You failed.
Well, you
Well, then I did.
you fail.
Let's
At least you tried, Mark.
Let's throw maybe one more in. Let's try Parker Titsworth.
That is real.
That's a real
Mr.
one.
That's a real
Correct.
one. Look at you.
That's a real one. Mark knows the Titsworth family.
Mr. Titsworth. I know Mrs. Titsworth.
It's a real big family over there, right?
Real big.
It's a real big family.
Mark's having all sorts of internet connections tonight.
Some would call them a bouncy family, but I know it doesn't make a lot of sense. But
They're bouncing. Mark did better than I thought.
he did. I'm actually surprised he got 5 of those correct.
I should have just done all made up names.
You should have.
Just 10 made up names.
You absolutely should have. But that's okay. That's okay.
Jameson Niece.
Fake. Definitely fake.
It's fake. That ain't real.
Definitely fake. Welcome in, boys. 3CT Tuesday podcast.
Hey.
Who do you think Mark's talking to? Because I think that's what happens is when he goes to talk to somebody on his phone,
It goes
Hey.
black.
it goes black. There he is. He's back.
Hey.
Oh,
can
now
you
he's
hear
in
me?
slow motion.
He's in John Morrison mode for like John
He
Morrison.
sure
intros.
was.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Can you
Yeah.
hear us okay? What's wrong with you over there?
I think the dog's interfering with your phone connection.
The
Something.
dog was upset.
Well, it's because she's got all that fur.
She's got fur. My loving daughter called me twice, and she's in Puerto Rico.
She's still there, huh?
We love Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah, but like she can call you any other
We love
time. We're
Puerto
podcasting.
Rico.
Yeah.
I know that's what I told her.
We've been doing
She
this.
said, "Help."
You've been
I
on this
lost my
show for
right
what,
foot.
7 years? Like she should know better.
That's- But she's okay. I wanted to make sure she was all right.
Oh, that's right. You're a dad. That makes sense.
My
I
goodness.
wanted to make sure my daughter was okay. She's safe in Puerto
My
Rico.
goodness.
We love Puerto Rico.
But there he is. There it is. All right, welcome in, boys. So I
Hi,
wanted
boys.
to play a game. I bought a game. This is a game, Ryan, I think you played recently at work. The Pricetitution.
Oh,
You've heard of the Pricetitution?
I have played Pricetitution before.
Mark and Matt, are you guys aware of this game? Have you heard of this game?
I haven't heard of it, but I think I could figure it out.
So basically, like there's a card, and on the card is, any number of things. So, like for example, how much money would it take you to break a random person's arm? That's one example from the box. So, like, I will ask that question, and then like you'll write a number down on what it would cost you, and then we would need to guess what dollar amount it would take you to do that thing, and then the closest person to yours would get the point.
Okay.
So we'll do
another way for our listeners to get to know us.
Yeah.
Right.
How exciting!
So I got this. Let me pull out a little paper here. So I will keep track of our scores. So we'll go Jim, Ryan, Matt, and intern Mark. And let's do a couple. We'll do a couple rounds. We'll see.
That'll work.
We'll see how this goes. Would anybody like to be the first Pricetitution? I think that is the technical name. Anybody want to?
Is Pricetitution legal in Pennsylvania?
It is tonight.
It is today. It is today. So we will.
I can go. I don't mind. Why not?
All right.
There you go.
And so I know one of the examples they give in the rules is you can't factor in if say it was how much would it take you to smack your boss in the face? You can't go, well, I would just split the money with them. There has to be some. But all right, Mark, we'll start off here. How much money would it take you to say, can't win them all, to the next person that shows you a picture of their baby?
Oh, I would.
Well, don't tell us. Don't tell us.
Yeah.
You got to write a number down. And then, typically, if people don't know each other very well, you can ask questions. But I feel like we all know each other fairly well, that we could probably just go
go right to the guessing part.
straight into the guessing. Do you have your number, Mark?
I have it written down.
All right.
While Mark's writing this down, which member of the podcast do you think would have the lowest price?
Probably you, Ryan.
Really?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I do this for about $12.50.
I was gonna say yours would be pretty low. I don't know, buy me a Big Mac and Frenchy fries, and
I just need the sandwich.
who wants to? Anybody want to guess Mark's number first?
I think
Use
Mark's
my flash
genuinely a nice guy. Oh, go ahead,
I'm
Matt.
a
I'm
nice
sorry.
fella.
I was going to say, do we just flash up what we wrote down, or are we saying?
I wrote
what
mine
we-
really tiny.
Oh yeah, we
Okay.
can say them. We can read them aloud.
I think Mark's a nice guy. I think it would take him $250 to say that to a stranger.
Oh, okay. But see, it's not necessarily a stranger. It's just any person.
The next person to show him a baby picture.
Yeah. So it could be a coworker. It could be a family member. I feel like a family member would just laugh it off because they know Mark. Stranger would
I
probably.
know Mark. A stranger would be.
I'll
the
go.
worst part, yeah.
I'll go 400. I'll go 400.
I wrote $50.
All right, Mark. What's your number?
I said $15.
Oh,
$15.
It's really cheap.
Wow. A little bit more than you, though, Ryan. A little bit more than you.
Yeah.
A little bit smoky.
I almost want to put up the $15 to see Mark do this.
Well, you can't win them all.
All right, so we'll go.
Dang.
We'll go from since Mark started. Then we'll go Matt, me, Ryan, and we'll go around a few times.
That works.
Matt, how much would it take for you to call your mom every time after sex this year and say, "I arrived safely"?
Does she know the reason I'm calling her is that?
It doesn't say, so I guess not. But maybe if she asks you what the hell that means, you have to tell her. Oh man.
Oh my.
That's a tough one.
It's a tough one. Let's get some game show music. It's awful quiet.
Well, Matt's married, so I suspect that his mother's phone would never ring.
Why is that, Mark?
Well, because scientists have discovered a food that cuts a women's sex drive.
All of them. Just all of them.
A women's sex drive by 99%.
What would that be, Mark?
wedding cake.
I don't have the rim shot anymore. Do you have your number, Matt?
I do.
Anybody want to take a guess?
That's a rough phone call to make.
It is.
I'm going to think Matt needs at least 4 digits here. Matt's going to make that call for $3,000.
I was thinking $1,000.
You know what? I went in the middle. I said 2,300.
The correct answer was $500.
500, so I'm closest.
I'll be
There
darned.
we go.
Darn.
All right.
Mom, I've arrived safely. Good, Matthew. Where were you going, son?
Oh well, this one is a question about menstruation, so that one doesn't count for us. So
It sure does, Jim. You read that question out loud.
okay.
I just want to hear what the question is.
It's how much money would it take me to get my period twice as often? Which I mean, I can't get it twice as often, so
That's a fair
I'll do
point.
I'll do a better one. That one doesn't. How much money?
How much would it take for Big Jim to allow guests on 3 Count Thursday?
the limit.
How'd that card get put in there?
The limit does not exist. How much money would it take me to swallow a marble that is 1/2 inch in diameter?
Ooh.
It's a pretty big marble.
Man, you're going to need surgery, Big Jim.
Jim's anus stretches. He's fine.
I ain't worried about my anus, right? I'm worried.
What, you gonna pee that marble out, Jim?
Well, no. I have. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. All right, I got my number.
Jim, I've known you for a long time, and you'll pretty much try to eat anything once.
Yeah, mostly.
I'm gonna say you'll do this for $450.
Okay.
Wow.
Matt or Mark?
I went pretty steep, Jim, because you're going to have medical bills. I said $17,265.
Wow. Okay.
I went steep too, but not that steep. I said $2,500 for Jim to eat a pretty big marble.
Ryan gets a point. $200.
Wow.
I mean,
I feel like giving you a few hundred.
like I don't like swallowing pills. I don't like. I mean, but it's just a little marble.
It's not a little marble.
That's
It's a
how
pretty big marble, Jim.
A 1/2 inch will go through. That'll be all right. Gross. All right, Ryan.
How much would they had to pay Smokey to find that marble?
All right. How much money, Ryan, would it take you to kiss the player to your right, which would be me, I guess, on the lips with your eyes open? 3-second minimum, caressing optional.
Good night.
God damn it. All right, you got your number?
Yeah, we're good.
I'm gonna say about $50. You're pretty cheap. Matt or Mark?
I put $250.
Boy, I'm close to you, man. I said 175.
Those are good numbers. I've known Jim for a long fucking time. A 3-second kiss is nothing.
Boom! Right on the money.
$50 right on the mouth.
Right on the mouth. Right on the money.
Yeah, what the hell? It's nothing.
Eyes open.
All right.
I think it'd be weirder if I closed my eyes for that.
Yeah, I think it would absolutely would be. Gross. All right, Mark. How much money would it take for you to steal a toothbrush from a convenience store? If you get caught, the police show up.
Man.
How much money would it take for you to steal?
All those euros stealing Yoo-hoo bottles are coming into play here, Mark.
They are. All right, Mark, you got your number?
I got my number.
All right. I'm going to say $400.
I think Mark values his freedom and free time to do dumb stuff far too much to risk it for anything lower than $2,500.
I had $1,750 for a similar reason. I think Mark would need a little bit more.
Yes. Well, boys, I said $1,237.50.
All right. So who is closest?
I think
it's Matt.
Matt.
Yeah, Matt was closest.
All right. So Matt's got 2 points. I got 2 points. Ryan has 1. Intern Mark is scoreless. All right, Matt.
How much? Your mom though, which is nice.
All right, Matt. How much money would it take for you to not be able to taste anything for a year? For a year.
All it takes is COVID-19.
That's true. The old vid.
I had that shit for free a couple years ago.
So you couldn't taste when you had it?
I lost my taste for about 2 weeks.
Now, Matt, you've had
That's
COVID
brutal,
before, right?
man.
I had.
Did you lose your taste?
I did not lose my taste.
Mark, have you had COVID?
I've never tested positive for it, but I can't imagine I didn't at some point.
Did you ever test negative for it?
I've never.
Have you taken a COVID test, Mark?
Well, if I did, it was once, and it was
You didn't even study, I bet.
No, I crammed that whole night. I think I did maybe once, probably in 2020 at my daughter's request.
Okay. It was
But I couldn't
negative.
tell anything.
I've only taken one test. It was
Yeah,
negative.
maybe one.
Yeah, only one. And it was just
Oh, one.
recently. It was just within the last month and a half, I think. I wasn't feeling great, and so I took one. But all right, Matt, you got your number?
I have my number.
Man, Matt enjoys beer far too much.
Food
to
and
lose
beer,
his
man.
taste.
He does.
Yes.
$25,000.
Wow. I was thinking like 7,000. I'm probably way too low.
Yeah, I went. I think it was high as Smokey. I was right around Jim's range. I said 8,900.
$25,000.
Dang.
Exactly.
Look at that.
Holy cow.
Ryan
And I wrote it down.
hits it
Boom.
right on there. Look at
Right
that.
on the head. Look at that.
All
That
right.
sucks. I wish that on nobody.
Yeah, even if just for a year, knowing that it's going to end, I need to be
That's
compensated.
a year is a
That's
long
tough.
time.
A
A
year's
year is a
long.
long time. All right. This one's for me. How much money would it take me to not shave any part of my body for a year?
Oh boy.
Well, we've seen the result after a couple weeks.
I mean,
See, this is where I think I'd like to ask a question. Do you manscape?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Little Jimmy trims up.
Buzz cut up top, buzz cut down below.
The carpet matches the drapes.
This is Big Jim is a happy woman. Boy, it'd be like a forest.
All right. I got my
The
number.
Enchanted Forest.
Got my number.
I could hear Jim now telling Mrs. Big Jim, but I got X amount of money for it. And it's only for a few more months.
And it was for a whole year.
A year.
Year.
$1,069.
Okay.
I have $1,250.
All right.
Wow, I went really high. I said 13,500.
Wow. Ryan gets it. $1,000.
Really, for
Honestly, the
$1,000
only
you-
thing it would bother me, the only part that would really bother me is my actual head. Like, whatever. Body hair is body hair. I don't give a shit.
I don't think I've ever really seen you like bearded though, like a full beard. I don't know what a year would look like. That's fair,
That's all.
Patchy.
Yeah, I was gonna say it wouldn't be great,
right?
but like I would be more bothered by my
I've
shitty
just
balding
let this
hair.
go to see how long I can do it because it just bothers me now.
Yeah.
I play with it a lot.
All right.
You could braid your body hair. Put some beads in it.
All right, Ryan, how much money would it take you to put a picture of your poo on Instagram, and you have to tag it with hashtag no filter, hashtag DIY, hashtag all business?
Those are great hashtags. Just to bust poop farts.
Hashtag no filter, hashtag DIY, hashtag all
we're good.
business. Got your number, Ryan?
Yeah, we're good.
I'm gonna say like $75. I feel like most of the people probably on your Instagram are family, friends, and podcast listeners, so I feel like they all know Ryan.
And some of them probably already saw his poop.
Probably.
I said 150.
All right.
Same reason.
I said 500.
500. All right, Ryan, what is it?
I just kept it the same, $50.
So I think I was closest, right?
You would have been closest for that one.
There
Yeah.
we go. All right.
I
Mark.
need some new content on my Insta.
Mark, you still no points. We'll do another round or two. This is pretty fun, right? I like this
Yeah,
game.
we need to help Mark get along, get a point here.
All right, Mark.
Need a point.
How much money would it take you to swallow your gum for a year? And you would have to chew as much gum as you normally would.
That's a lot.
Is it?
I like chewing gum. I actually
I
bought a
don't
bunch
think
of
I've ever
gum.
seen you chew gum.
Mark chews
We
gum a
haven't.
lot.
Oh, really?
He oftentimes will not ask me for a piece, or not offer a piece to me.
Yeah.
That's
We're-
probably
yeah,
why I
we're-
don't know. 'Cause he hasn't
I think
offered.
last time I saw you, I gave you a piece because I had that bubble gum smell. Gum.
You actually did.
I like to chew gum. I'm a gum chewer.
You know, if that was me, it would probably be 0 pieces swallowed.
I was going to say, because you're not at... Well, no, you... Every so often when I offer you a piece...
If you offer me and I'm feeling froggy...
Yeah, I think
I'm
they'll actually at
already
the
maybe
beach...
4 pieces.
At the beach and the fair, you've had it. So you would have
I might
swallowed
do
2
4
pieces.
or 5 peaches, yeah.
I'm more of a mint guy.
I like mints,
Mints.
too.
I like mints.
Mark, do you have your number written down?
Yes. Yes.
Mark,
Well, apparently, since Mark chews so much gum, I put $1,500.
I think Mark's bullshit. I think we talked about this on a recent podcast. He doesn't chew gum, so I'm going to say $20.
Oh.
I'm going to
Mark's
play Price's
bullshit.
Rights rule and say $21.
Oh. Well, the joke's on you because I chew gum. I carried a pack of gum around with me all day today.
Huh?
I can do it.
Are you serious?
I am
How you like that?
sweet mint.
Are you serious?
I like peppermint, but I got the sweet mint by Orbit.
Oh.
I originally wrote 2,000, Jim, and you talked me down.
It would be $1,000.
So yeah,
Alright.
Matt's
Matt gets
got it.
point.
So 3 for
Do
me.
you chew gum daily, Mark?
Yeah, I'd say so. Especially, while working with the public, I try to chew gum, especially after lunch. So I have fresh breath.
That makes sense.
Don't
Yeah,
wanna
'cause you
offend
eat all that-
people.
Fucking garbage. All
I
right.
eat a lot of garbage.
All right, Matt. How much money would it take for you to press the flight attendant button 8 separate times on a flight, and you have to give a different reason each time?
How long of a flight are we talking here?
Doesn't say. So it could
It's
be.
a long flight.
Could be
flying
from here to-
Cincinnati for work.
So it could be here to Cincy, or it could be here to Australia. Much different time frame. And there can only be so many, like, I don't know, non-annoying reasons to hit it, I guess. Since you don't know
How
the
many
length
times
of
does
the
he have to hit it? 7?
8.
8
times. 8 times, different reason each time. I'm gonna go 5K. That could be an annoying thing to do, especially if it's a short flight. I'll go 5,000.
In my head, I'm thinking, like, oops, I hit that by accident. Bottle of water, towel, maybe something else, food. You still have to do 3 more. That's tough.
Do you like pillow?
2,500.
Okay, it's 2,500. I said 5,000. Mark, what's your guess?
Boy, and then, Matt, you said you're flying to Cincinnati in a few weeks.
I am. Yeah.
Beautiful this time of year.
Oh, I'm not sure about that.
Cincinnati, you can just drive. It ain't that terribly far.
Well, I mean, work is paying for me to fly, so that's
Hop
what
in
I'll
that
do.
plane. That said, 100.
You flying out of Lidditz International?
Mark, it's a point. $150.
There it is.
All right.
Wow.
Mark is on the board. A low number. All right.
Hooray! Hooray!
Oh, God.
Toe question.
How much money would it take me to use a public restroom barefoot?
That's gross.
I mean, it doesn't say what
PR.
bathroom.
What if you're at the pool?
You wear sandals or something in there, or flippy floppies,
You
Ryan.
gotta poop real quick.
You still you
You
put
don't-
Just
you
a
don't go in there-
bust poop farts.
You don't go in there barefoot, Ryan. Come on.
That's how you
I
get
mean,
athletes
you
fit.
might-
There's
You
so much
might.
chlorine in that. That chlorine's gonna take care of it the next time you go in the pool.
God. Thanks for ruining public pools.
That's so nasty.
All right,
Kids swimming around there with Baby Ruth candy bars.
Jim's all talk. He's tiptoeing in there barefoot for $500.
all right. Mark, Matt.
I put 10K.
All right, Mark.
I said 25K.
Mark, 2 in a row, 50,000.
Get out of
Bathrooms
here.
are fucking vile, especially if I don't know which one it is. Like if it's
Well,
like
the
the
men's one
Wegmans
have
bat,
to-
like Wegmans is a clean bathroom every time I've been in there, but like if it's like fucking Sunoco up here on 501 or the fucking Hess station, Christ.
If someone offered you 10K, you wouldn't do that.
I mean,
You
Depends how-
absolutely, Jim. If someone offered you $1,000, you'd walk in there barefoot. It's a
a
grand.
grant? No, that's fucking gross. That's fucking gross.
Get out of here.
fucking gross. All
He
right,
would have to burn his feet when he got home.
that's gross. All right, Ryan, how much money would it take you to touch every bug you see in your house for a year? You can't just try; you actually have to touch them.
What if they bite you, Smokey?
So there's gonna be those 1,000 likers. Could be spiders. Could be flies. Could be a wasp that finds its way in.
Can you imagine Smokey touching a wasp?
Could be a stink bug. Could be one of those spotted lantern flies.
What if it was a curly bug?
Could whatever that is. All right, Ryan, you got your number?
I do.
All right. I know Ryan hates bugs. I'm gonna go $1,000.
I had 500. I didn't know Ryan hated bugs. I figured he would just be more so like, I'm not doing this half the time until someone reminded him he had to.
That's also very accurate.
I put down 200 for old Smoke.
Up until like a couple years ago, I was like phobic of 1,000-leggers. Like I'd see a 1,000-legger and I would like freeze in fear. I couldn't imagine touching one with my bare hand. The thought of like wanting them running across my body in any way, shape, or form makes me ill. This would be $50,000 to $100,000
Whoa!
to touch every single one for a year. We're talking a lot of bank.
Wow.
Yeah, I would say $75,000.
Wow. So, Mark, what was your number?
I said 200.
Oh, so I got
you
that
guys-
one.
You guys
That's way
have far underestimated. I do
right.
not like bugs
There we go. So
very much.
we'll stop there this week. We will certainly play this again. This was fun. But I had 4, Ryan and Matt with 3, intern Mark with 2.
Yeah,
With 2.
I'm on to.
But the Pricetitution.
And Tim with 0.
Tim with 0. Ryan, do you have your book there?
I do.
Since I won with 4 points, number 4.
We've already done number 4.
Shit.
It's the first time. The first time that's
Shit.
happened.
Dude,
Way
did
to
we do
go,
3?
Jim.
Because you and Matt had 3. Did you put a number 3?
What is your preferred ambient air temperature? Like, where do you just work best at?
Thermostat in our house is set for 68 year round.
Yeah, that's where ours is at, 68.
68.
That is also my number.
I'd say 72.
Oh,
God, you are the old person of this
Furnace in there.
podcast.
God. As somebody who's been in Mark's
I just don't want
house,
to pay the bill.
as someone who's been in Mark's house, that is accurate. That is
I'll walk in and just be sweat beating.
that is
Forehead.
accurate. Mark, now I even feel worse for that poor dog who's covered in fur. That poor dog is
He's
dying.
covered in a thick fur.
Just absolutely
Poor little pup.
roasting.
Kirby's gotten used to it.
Goodness sakes. Well, that explains why he's blind.
The heat took his eyesight.
He took his
Poor
eyesight.
little Kirby.
Matt, do you want to do your game? Do you want to? I still have some top 3s, but we can do
Yeah.
your topic or.
We sure can. Tim being here kind of threw a wrench in it, but we'll adjust. So, I don't know why this came to me the other night. So, 3CT saves the universe.
Okay.
The 5 of us are
Yes.
there. Imagine Tim is with us, and an alien spaceship comes down. It says, in order for Earth to continue to function and us not take over and inhabit the planet and wipe out species, the 5 of you each will be assigned one thing. You have to name every team from one of the 4 major sports, and I thought of something for you too, Mark. NHL, NBA, MLB, NFL, and you have to name all 34 Royal Rumble winners, men and women. Not each Rumble, but the 34 people who have won it. The caveat is you can only be assigned one thing. Each of us has to choose one, and we can't repeat ourselves.
Oh shit. Okay.
So in order to do this, who are you nominating to name which one?
I would probably nominate Ryan to do the NFL because I feel like if there's any sports league that Ryan would know, I feel like it'd be football. You follow football the most closely.
I'm saying something wrong. Fuck the universe. Just take us. I'm fucking up on purpose.
We out.
Yeah, Ryan would get football. Matt, I would think you would get basketball.
Matt gets soccer, man.
Soccer was not one of them.
Yeah, it was the
Oh, I
four
thought- I
the
thought it
4
was.
majors and then whatever Mark
Oh,
has
I'm
to
sorry.
Marks. So here was my dilemma with this, is I feel Tim probably rattles off the Rumble winners easily.
do. Oh shit, that's true.
Do I trust Mark enough to be able to name any sports team, or do I have to hope that he can do the Rumble winners and then assign Tim a sport?
I feel
tough.
safer having Tim do the Rumble winners. I mean, Mark, I think, could get close, but Tim. That's a lock for Tim. I could go baseball if we think Mark could go football,
That was what I was thinking.
which would leave Jim at hockey and
Jim was
Matt
always hockey for me.
Yeah.
I
at,
was assigning NHL.
at basketball.
Jim.
Yeah, you have NBA then. I think that's a lock for
Yeah. Yeah.
you. Now, what were the caveat? You can't repeat yourself.
You can't repeat.
Can you write them down?
You can write them down.
And do you get a number that you need to hit? Like, if you told me, Ryan, you need to name the X amount of baseball teams, so I know like
are
there's
they giving you the number of teams?
Yes.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, I think I could get baseball.
Okay.
If Mark, we think, could get football. And we can't help each other, right?
Correct. Cannot help each other.
Man, I don't know. I don't know if Mark could do all the football teams.
Well, I'd certainly try. I think out of all of them,
I was thinking Mark
give-
football too, and I
Yeah.
was going to give Ryan baseball.
yeah, I give Smoke baseball, Tim
'Cause
wrestling.
Tim, I think, could do. I don't know if Tim could do hockey. He might be able to do basketball.
He
I
could
know
not
he'd
do
probably
hockey.
be fine
I know he
with-
couldn't do hockey.
I know he follows the Braves, but not closely. But I know he knows enough football that if we would give Tim football, then Mark has to do the Rumble winners. And you don't have to name them, who won which Rumble. You need to name, because some people have won it multiple times.
And you don't
so
have to
that
name them in
counts.
order.
Right.
I think Tim could probably do baseball too.
Yeah. But like Mark, was there a period of time where you didn't watch wrestling?
Actually, no, there wasn't. Not since.
Mark, is there a period of time you didn't watch football?
Yes. Present day, from birth until present day.
Yeah, see, I feel like I'd be more comfortable with Mark doing.
And there's no clues. Like, we couldn't give Mark the cities, and
Nope.
he just needs to fill in.
We'll all be isolated then.
Huh.
Yeah,
You're on your
I
own.
don't know that I could trust Mark to do. No offense, Mark.
Then Mark has to do wrestling.
Mark has to do wrestling, and I think Tim could do baseball.
Or football.
Tim could do baseball or
we
football.
can choose too. Like, I was going to do it by majority rules.
I feel like
but,
Tim
we
also
can talk
like
through it.
kind of pays attention to the NBA. I feel like he could do the NBA as well. Like if
I mean, I feel like if you give me the set number, I could probably come up with the NBA as well.
see, I know I couldn't do the NBA. Like I would need to lock in on like hockey. I could easily do football, and I could do baseball, but I couldn't. I know I couldn't do the NBA. I feel like
Do the aliens have a sense of humor?
Well, I mean, they're threatening to wipe us from existence. So
But like if
So,
I'm like,
yes.
hey, let's go down and talk near like a Thunder fan, and I bring up the Seattle Supersonics, do they think that would be funny? Seeing the Oklahoma City Thunder fan get upset.
so you're trying to play on like the nostalgia old NBA names a bit. Yeah, I don't know.
all right. So consensus is Jim hockey,
Yeah.
Mark wrestling.
Yeah.
Ryan, what would
You
you feel-
basketball for sure.
what would
Like me,
you feel
basketball
most
wouldn't make any sense.
comfortable with then, Ryan?
I would feel comfortable getting both. I think Tim would probably have just a small step above baseball for me.
Yeah, I feel like Tim would be all right in baseball. Especially because
And
like
then
Marcus is a big baseball guy. Tim's best friend Marcus. So
How many teams are there in baseball?
30.
30. And there's
Could we
32 in the NFL.
Could that be part of it before we go? Could we
Do I-
jot down
The
and
number.
figure it? Yeah.
So it's 30 for baseball. It's 30 for NBA. 32 for NFL. Is hockey at 30?
I think it's 32 now. Yeah.
And then there's 34 Rumble winners, male and female.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I think Tim would have to do baseball.
Yeah, Tim
Tim
baseball,
doing
Ryan football.
Ryan football.
Yeah.
All right. Jim, you're up.
Oh,
NHL.
Fuck. Okay. So I'm going to go Vegas Golden Knights. I'm going to go Seattle Kraken. Washington Capitals. Pittsburgh Penguins. Philadelphia Flyers.
What are you at now? 6?
That's 5.
5?
New York Rangers. New York Islanders. New Jersey Devils. Buffalo Sabres, Ottawa Senators. That's 10. Montreal Canadiens, Boston Bruins, Toronto Maple Leafs, Winnipeg Jets, Calgary Flames. That's 15. Vancouver Canucks. Detroit Red Wings. Minnesota Wild. Columbus Blue Jackets. Chicago Blackhawks. That's 20. St. Louis Blues. Dallas Stars. Nashville Predators. Then we got the Florida Panthers. Tampa Bay Lightning. That's 25. Carolina Hurricanes. Arizona Coyotes. San Jose Sharks. LA Kings. Anaheim Ducks. Colorado Avalanche. That's 31. This is okay. Hold on. Man, I went so quick. I got to make sure that I don't.
We're doomed.
No. We're okay. We're okay. Shit. I should have went in like geographical order. I just figured it was going to be easier just to rattle. Oh no. Where did I
Jim go wrong?
Where did I go wrong? Where did I miss one? Okay, so this is terrible podcast audio, by the way. Talk amongst yourselves.
Should we play some?
Ryan, how confident do you feel now, seeing what Jim's going through? Because you're NFL, right? You're signed to NFL.
Yeah. Can you write them down as you're going?
Yeah. I assume
Okay.
Jim did as well, right?
Yeah, I wrote them down, and now I'm like just trying to figure out.
As Jim was rattling, I went through. I am 100% confident.
Mark, how confident do you feel about the Rumble winners?
70%.
Okay.
I assume you're a lock for the NBA.
I feel good
At
about the
$100?
NBA.
Yeah.
Feel good about it. I would do what Jim said he should have done. I'll break it down east.
Yeah,
versus west.
this is definitely where I fucked up.
That's how I wrote mine down.
Because now I'm like going back. I'm tracing my steps to conferences. Because I know there's 16 and 16. So I want to see if I can pinpoint the missing, the which one's missing in conference.
Come on, Jim. Aliens are going to rape us if you don't.
Well, I know. That's why I'm trying to make sure I get this right, Ryan. Okay.
He's got his tentacle right at your anus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's a team in the West. Okay.
This gives me worry.
I knew it was going to be in the West.
How many baseball teams were there?
30.
Oh, fuck. Where the fuck is this team at?
Where are they at, Jim? Think.
Man, and I went so quick. Like, I was so proud of how quick I rattled through
You were
those
flying through those, yeah.
31 because it was just like I was kind of going around. All right, hold on. Man, this is this is not good, boys. This is not.
We might be doomed right out of the gate. We
Yeah,
might
you
not
guys
even
might
have
be
to
in
get to you, Mark.
big trouble.
Man, I'm out then. We're done.
Damn it. I'm trying to think some of the teams that have been in the finals as of late, and this is not coming to me at all. Fuck, this is not good.
You said you're blanking on a team in the West?
Yeah, it's definitely a team in the West. It's gonna be something stupid too. It really is. Team like I should know.
Smokey, how was the effort affair?
It was really good, man. I had a good time.
Do you guys want to try to do your? I mean,
I was gonna say, Ryan, do you want to go?
yeah, Ryan, you go.
Yeah, we can do that. So I broke it down with the Eastern Conference first, or the Eastern divisions. It's where the Eagles are. So the Eagles, the Giants, the Cowboys, and the Commanders. The rest of my team were Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphin fans. To round that out is the Jets and the Patriots. I did the East. I went to the West. We got the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos, and the Raiders. And then in the NFC, it's the Cardinals, the Rams, the Seahawks, and the Niners. The North is always really easy. It's the Packs, the Vikings, the Bears, and the Lions. And then the AFC, we've got the Steelers, the Ravens, the Bengals, and the Browns. That leaves the South. This one was the hardest for me. Atlanta Falcons, the Panthers, the Saints. I can't read my handwriting. Who the fuck is that? Uh-oh. The Panthers, Falcons, the Saints.
Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton Oilers is the last one.
All right.
The old Oilers, Jim. That's clutch. That's an old team too, isn't that one of the original 6?
It is, and no, it's not one of the original 6. It was in the WHA buyout in the 70s. But yeah, I was going through and I'm like, who? And I was remembering what teams played in the playoffs this year, and yep. Whew, all right, got them all. Dang. That's the hard part.
Ryan's very close, keeping us still alive.
That's the hard part, man. When you get that little moment of doubt and panic, you're like,
I just can't read my own handwriting, and I don't want to say the wrong team.
Your brain seizes up.
Say it.
Oh, the Buccaneers, and then Tennessee Titans, Indianapolis Colts, Jacksonville Jaguars, Houston Texans. That's 32.
That is 32.
Holy cats.
Mark, are you still working? Do you want me to take on the NBA?
How many am I supposed to have total?
I wrote these down, so there's 34 total men and women.
34.
Rumble
Let's see,
winners.
I might have them all. Now maybe you better go, Matt. I think I'm
How
missing
many do
somebody.
you have?
Got 2, 4. I have 30.
All right. All right, so NBA. I'll start in the East with the Philadelphia 76ers, and then it's the Brooklyn Nets, Boston Celtics, Toronto Raptors, New York Knicks. Then there's the Washington Wizards, the Miami Heat, Orlando Magic, Atlanta Hawks, Charlotte Hornets,
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland Cavaliers, Indiana Pacers, Detroit Pistons, Chicago Bulls, Milwaukee Bucks.
Okay.
That's the East. Then on the West, Sacramento Kings, Los Angeles Clippers, Los Angeles Lakers, Portland Trail Blazers, Golden State Warriors, Houston Rockets, Dallas Mavericks, San Antonio Spurs, Phoenix Suns, New Orleans Pelicans, Utah Jazz, Denver Nuggets, Minnesota Timberwolves, Memphis Grizzlies, and the OKC Thunder.
Boom. Without hesitation.
There we go.
Rattled them off.
BA is safe.
Dang. So you went division by division until you got into the Pacific. So when you got into the Pacific, you did Golden State, Sacramento, and the 2 LA teams, and then you moved to Portland, which went Northwest, and then you went all over the West. You got which like the part of me got a little scared. I was like, you went a little just chaotic in the West because I was trying to keep track on my screen, and I'm like scrolling up and down, going, But yeah, the whole East you were on in division.
I know the East well. The West I was just clumping because there's so many in Cali, and there's like 4 in Texas as well.
So that's kind of what I tried to do. Like when I did, like if you look at the way I did mine, I mean I did the 2 newest teams, Vegas and Seattle, and then I started in Washington and I went in like this Northeast corridor up into Canada, and then I kind of went across Canada. But that's where like any kind of style went, because then I went like back to Detroit, and then I did like the Midwest a little bit. Then I went down south, and I started covering the Pacific, which really, if you think about it, I did kind of follow that pattern, because it was like the 2 new teams, Northeast, Canada, Southeast, Southwest, Pacific Coast, and then I went up into and got Edmonton at the end.
It's probably a good thing.
Now, if Mark
baseball.
To say, if Mark clips this, should we see if Tim can jump on for 5 minutes?
Yeah, I think he probably could. I've
gotten 27 of the 30.
Yeah, baseball.
I can do baseball. I mean,
I would maybe I would probably struggle with like, I don't know, maybe some of the West teams in baseball, I think is where I might struggle. And maybe National League. Because, like, I, obviously being more of an Orioles fan.
Go Birds.
But, yeah, if Mark can get these, I think we can.
Mark can get these, and the fate of the world rests on Tim. We'll have to see.
All right, let's see here. So I think I got all the women. If I recall correctly, I think there was only 6.
You are correct with that.
All right, Mark.
So we got Asuka,
Suka,
Ripley, Flair, Belair, Lynch, and I believe Rousey.
All right, we are off to a rollicking start here.
All right.
And then the men, I know for sure Duggan, and then Stud, and Hogan, and then we had Hart and Luger were co-winners. Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, and Triple H is in there. The Rock, Stone Cold, Vince McMahon, Yokozuna, Chris Benoit, Batista, Smokey, Batista. Drew McIntyre, Seth freaking Rollins, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar. There's Edge, Cena, Randy Orton, Sheamus, Del Rio, Mysterio, and The Undertaker. I think I'm missing one.
You're missing two.
I'm missing two.
Two.
Missing two. Man, oh my gosh, who the heck could it be? It's a man. It's a man, Smokey.
Two men.
Two men.
Yes.
Now, the Bulldog didn't win, but they thought he did. Michaels pushed him out. And I don't think Kane ever won.
And these are 34 different ones. Like, it's not like
Right.
you don't go
Right,
repeat.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah, Stone Cold won
28
three.
different men have won the Rumble.
Okay.
And a different woman has won the Rumble each time. So, I mean, Mark, you're already killing it with 26 out of 28.
That's a lot.
Plus
Plus the women's.
the women's.
Look at the women's. The men's, I wonder if it was somebody. Was it early in the Rumbles? The Ultimate Warrior never won.
Here, while Mark's going through this, I sent a funny meme in the group chat. I think you guys will enjoy it.
I'll say, he has a really large field to work from.
He does.
Like that's the hard part about the Rumbles.
And you know what?
That's-
Since the rest of us only had to name 32, I think we can alter the rules a bit and say 32 out of 34 is fair.
Let's see if we can we maybe give him a hint, like if they're within the last 10 years, last 20 years, that maybe
Both are within the last 10 years.
Okay, so last 10 years, Marks, can you narrow them down?
Wait, oh man. Did Daniel Bryan did not win? Wait a minute. Did Kofi win the Rumble? Because he went on to Mania.
That was you. You were just thinking out loud, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thinking
he's
out loud.
been talking to himself.
Yeah.
I don't think Kofi won. Man,
Do we want to message Tim quick and say you have 5 minutes,
Yeah.
fella, to be put on the spot?
Yeah. Let's see if he can.
Man.
Let's see if he's even.
Kofi. Big E. Did Big E win a Rumble? He was a Money in the Bank, I think. But he didn't win a Rumble. Man, this is hard. Darn hard.
But yeah, I think we can give. I'd say the aliens are nice. I think that would give us
The aliens will be fair since everyone else had to name 30 to 32.
32. Mark already
Could you
did
give me a
that.
first letter of a name?
Actually, since Tim would only have to name 30 baseball teams, he can phone a friend and save those last 2 Rumble winners.
All
as
right,
well.
let's do that. I would have tagged Tim.
That way,
in.
everyone is naming 32 people. or
I like
teams,
this a lot.
Oh,
If Tim can do it.
but he wouldn't know. He wouldn't know who who Mark said.
I'll have to run down
He
the
would.
list.
Yeah, he would have to see the list.
Did we keep did you keep track of the ones that he said? Did somebody keep track?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did. I had typed them all out, assuming that I wouldn't have been assigned the Rumble.
All right. While we're waiting for Tim, I still have a couple of these top threes. So let's run,
Yeah.
let's
Well, sure.
run through a couple top threes. Mark, very appropriate this time of year for you.
Yes.
Top 3 fair foods. Top 3 fair foods will go Ryan, Mark, Matt, and then myself.
A ham loaf sandwich.
Okay, so we'll go Mark, Ryan, Matt, and then myself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead, Mark.
I got excited.
Go ahead. You got excited. You go first.
Ham loaf sandwich. milkshakes, and you know what? A caramel apple with peanuts.
Okay. All right. Ryan.
Man, for some reason, a candy apple popped in my head. Maybe because it's just a fall thing, and I never see them anywhere else. But I'm gonna go the toasted cheeseburger sandwich
Ooh, it's a good one.
over there at the Effort Affair. A funnel cake, and I will go. I always like the hot dog with onions on it,
All right.
like those little diced up onions.
Oh.
So I'll go hot dog with onions.
All right, Matt.
All right. I'm going to go with the deep fried Oreos.
Ooh,
Good choice.
I am also a fan of the funnel cake, Ryan, so I'm going to join you at the funnel cake stand. And I always like to wash everything down with a fresh squeezed orangeade that they have
Ooh.
at the carnivals and fairs.
Like that. I like
Love
that.
orangeade.
I will go with a. I actually had some of these at the Lidditz Beer Fest the other week. Some fresh cut French fries with cheddar cheese and bacon on them.
Yum.
I enjoy a good PA Farm Show milkshake, and I do also love a good funnel cake. I do love a good funnel cake. It's not every fair I can get ham loaf, so even though I do love it. All right.
Why isn't funnel cakes more available? You just need like a fryer, man. Like,
Oh,
how
dude.
come more places aren't making funnel cakes?
Especially the flavored ones, man. The pumpkin funnel cakes that they make.
Ooh. One of my
you
favorite
lost me
things
there.
at a lot of the events downtown in Lidditz, like the Fire and Ice and stuff, is
Fire and Ice.
the Boy Scouts do free funnel cakes. I mean, you're encouraged to give donation, but yeah, like we always go, we always give. I mean, more than you would even spend for a normal funnel cake because we give a donation. But yeah,
they make out better. That's
all right.
Interesting, Jimmy.
Here we go. Top 3 football helmets, not your favorite team's helmet. Can't include your favorite team. So, Mark, your top 3 favorite football helmets.
Well, it's going to be the Detroit Lions.
Of course.
Said
Wait a minute, Mark.
I said not your favorite team, Mark.
All right. Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
I like the Buccaneers.
Okay.
And let me think here.
That's the only 2 football teams I can think of.
The only 2 I got. I'll tell you what, it ain't the Cleveland Browns. It ain't them.
Mark's upsetting the people of Cleveland tonight.
Come on, Mark. That's
I'm sorry I
reckless.
upset you. What about the old New England Patriots?
There we go. There's 3.
That's a good one.
There is 3.
Yeah, man. Mine are all. Well, no, I guess they're not all nostalgia ones, but the Oilers. Love the Oilers helmets. And the Houston Roughnecks, I guess you could call the same thing.
Similar,
I
yeah.
love that. I'm going to go Houston Roughnecks, actually, over the Oilers.
Ooh.
Let's slide the XFL team in there. The old Tampa Bay Bucks with the actual, like, Buccaneer.
Yeah.
And, man, those like, snow white Bengal ones, like the leopard.
Those
Bengal
are cool.
ones,
Yeah, they
whatever,
wore
just
those the other week.
fucking Real nice. Real nice.
All right.
Snow White.
Matt.
I like the old school silver Seattle Seahawks helmets.
You know they're wearing those for a game or
Yeah.
2 this year, right?
Yeah, I'm excited to see that. I really liked the Dolphins old helmet too, when it was
nice.
like the
yeah.
sun and not like the lines that they were doing. And then third, I don't know. I don't know why. I've always just enjoyed those old Denver Broncos ones too, with the D with the horse and
So good. So good. As much as I do not like the team, the Kelly Green Eagles, man, that helmet is so good. That is such a good helmet. I love the creamsicle Buccaneer. Because you said that one, Ryan?
Yeah, the cream.
I'm trying not to go repeater. Even though they're on my favorites, because I love the Oilers, the old Oilers. She didn't say that one, so I'll go old Oilers. And then I will go
The Memphis Maniacs.
dude. If I would go XFL, if I would go the old XFL, I'd probably go with the Chicago Enforcers. I like the Chicago Enforcers. No, the last. I'll go the old red Buffalo Bills, like the Thurman Thomas, Jim Kelly era.
The red and the blue.
The red with the blue. Even though my three without repeating would have been the Eagles, the Bucks, and I would have still said the Oilers. So I just would have substituted the Bucks. All right, top 3 foods at McDonald's. Mark.
Well, let's see. When it's in season, the Shamrock milkshake. A quarter pounder wit cheese.
Wit
cheese and the fillet of fish.
All right. Ryan?
Big Mac. Easy. Sausage egg McMuffin. Ranch snack wrap.
Ooh. Matt?
The Shamrock Shake for sure.
Yes.
The chicken McGriddle. And the regular McChicken.
Ooh, dude. A McChicken is so much better than it deserves being. Number 1, McRib.
Oh, shit.
Number 2, sausage egg McMuffin. Number 3, quarter pounder with cheese. Quarter pounder with cheese is probably, it might be my favorite, like, true fast food
Good
burger.
call with the snack wrap too, Ryan.
Yeah, it's a good one. All
All
right,
Just bring it back.
top 3. Have you had the Burger King ones?
Trash.
Have you had either? They're not good. That's not a surprise.
You answered the question with your own. Have you had the Burger King one?
So the other week I went to Burger King for breakfast and I ordered a ham, egg, and cheese croissant and a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant.
Sorry, sir, we're out of the ham.
So the guy said something to me and I didn't understand what he said. And I was like, okay, yeah, that works. So I think what he said is that the double croissant sandwich was on sale for the same price as the regular ones. So I ended up getting a double ham and a sausage and ham double croissant sandwich. So I got 2 double croissant sandwiches, and they were
fatty.
they were so good.
Second window.
All right, top 3 Tom Hanks movies. I don't think Tim's going to be able to show up.
That's too bad.
That's
While Mark's thinking on it, share a funny drive-through story I had at Wendy's the one time I went with my mom. This is when I was still in high school, and they had just started serving salads. She was telling me that they were pretty good. And so we get to the drive-through, and I was like, dude, the salads have, like, beef in them, because junior year I was vegan. And so she asks the woman at the drive-through attendant, do your salads have beef? And the woman says, cheese? And my mom says, no, beef. And she says, noodles?
Noodles?
I was like,
When
Never
has Wendy's
mind.
ever had noodles besides the Super Bar?
it's like, are you going to like a salad bar at a different restaurant and getting me Chinese noodles to put on a salad? Because then, yes, I'm interested.
Wow.
Noodles?
Unreal. All right,
Smokables?
Mark, you got your Tom Hanks movies?
Oh, Tom Hanks. Yes. I liked him in that Philadelphia movie.
Okay.
I saw that in the theater.
People were dying to get in there, huh?
Oh, my God. They were lined up, dying to get in there. That Castaway
Okay.
and Saving Private Ryan.
All right. Ryan.
I've actually never seen Philadelphia. I shouldn't make jokes.
How is
Forrest
it possible
Gump.
I saw a movie you didn't see?
That's pretty often, actually. I watch pretty bad movies. Forrest Gump, The Green Mile, and Toy Story.
Nice, Matt.
Forrest Gump for me as well. Road to Perdition and Sleepless in Seattle.
Ooh, Sleepless in
Couldn't
Seattle,
sleep.
so good. Forrest Gump, Apollo 13, The Terminal.
Terminal's such a good one too.
Dude,
It's so good.
again, like I will never forget like hearing
The premise of that movie.
like somebody
Based
just
on
told
a
me
true story.
it's like there's this movie about a guy and he gets stuck in an airport terminal and he just like lives there for a while, and I'm like, that sounds fucking terrible.
I
And
think
they're
the
like,
real guy was there for like 18 years or something.
and they're like, and then they're like, and it stars Tom Hanks. I'm like, that sounds fucking brilliant.
Now, have you guys watched A Man Called Otto?
I haven't. I've heard it's really, really good.
I heard
I
it's
heard it was good.
long.
Really good.
I've yet to watch
18
it.
years stay in the terminal of Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport.
Damn.
For this guy.
It's wild.
Good Lord. But yeah, such a good movie. I
He was
also
great
really
in the Elvis biopic as well.
he was great in the Elvis biopic. He was great. I mean, what hasn't he been great in? But
Catch
he
Me If You Can is a good one.
the Mr. Rogers movie.
Yeah.
Turner and Hooch.
Yeah, that one.
Turner. Fantastic. League of Their Own.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
That yeah, I think I have that as like a future draft is Tom Hanks movies because there's just so fucking many.
So many.
Anything else,
Someone's gonna get
boys?
stuck with the burbs.
Well, we'll put Tim on the spot out of nowhere to start next week.
That sounds like a
Mark,
real
do
good
you
way to
want the
start.
2 Rumble winners that you did not get before we
Well,
ended?
sure I do.
Hold on. Did he say Nakamura?
He did not say
Oh,
Nakamura.
I did not
So
say
Nakamura was one. Did he say Etch?
He did say Etch.
Okay. Did he say Seth Rollins?
He did say Seth Rollins.
It was within the last 10. Did he say Roman Reigns?
Yes.
So was the other one.
Yes.
Braun.
Oh, you were counting the Saudi one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't have that one because I just had all the regular Rumble winners up.
Braun Strowman would have been the reason for the end of the world.
I mean,
Sounds about right.
that sounds about right.
Yeah,
All right.
Lloyd Braun.
That's where we're going to close it up for the week. We will be back live this Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Until then, hope you're having a good week, and stay safe, stay smart, and go for the pin.